Welcome to the show both feared and revered by man and beast, the HeliosBlog. Today, well, Hasan gives bad dating advice again. I'm not sure he knows how to give good dating advice.
The reason she's alone is because she's difficult.
Women are not accepting the bare minimum.
Women fuck men they respect.
All the women who say things like, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, like, y'all impress me.
Women just gaslight each other and say what they want to hear.
They are a rare breed who just loves dancing to the...
Oh my god.
Hello guys, welcome back to Alpha Show, a channel where we post videos that will change your life and make you a fucking alpha. Oh, and to my previous subscribers, you are now officially named Alpha Show since I didn't like my old channel name that much. Today I would like to talk about NoFap
It's not even Alpha Show anymore, now it's Crypto Diary.
Challenge and how it completely changed
Amazing name.
my life even after 30 days of doing it. But before I start, I just want to tell you what NoFap means. NoFap basically means no fapping and no pornography watching. You probably heard about No Nut November, which is basically the same thing. No masturbation and no pornography for 30 days or more. But today I want to tell you how NoFap changed my life in 30 days, which is just unbelievable in my opinion, and because of that I want to encourage you guys to try it yourself and
I think this guy might be Turkish, I'm not even kidding.
He just sounds like crap salesman, you know, snake oil salesman to me.
He has like a Turkish ass accent.
Become different person because of it. I honestly really don't know what to say right now. I'm super excited I've made it this far, even though 30 days is not much, but I feel obligated to share my story and motives before getting into how NoFap has affected me, so listen up. I started NoFap about 30 days ago, the beginning of my third year of high school. Before doing the NoFap challenge.
Ah, I see. Third year of high school, so the guy's what? 17 years old? Yep, listen to advice from guys like that.
I was constantly tired and didn't like talking to people because I thought it required too much effort. My grades started slipping. I became insecure and an asshole to the few friends I had. It was all around bad time for me. And then, not so long ago, I found this subreddit. I've been looking to quit for a while because I knew PMO, which stands for porn, masturbation and orgasm, was a sin, but when I learned about all the other side effects,
This guy's literally Turkish, dude. I mean, he's Greek. Abi bu herif Türk ha. %100 değil mi?
Okay, let's just move on because it's extremely boring.
A la calle a hacer mis videos, yo les pregunto, a ver, hagan ustedes, salgan así disfrazados a la calle como todos ellos, disfrácense como Homero Simpson, a ver, hagan esto, a ver.
Sorry, I don't know what this is. Let's move on. People dressed as Simpsons characters, I don't know what's happening. Okay, here we go.
How to make a girl horny instantly, boys, let's do it. Okay, so now that we've done No Nut, okay, now that we found out on video 1 that we're all Sigma males, because we got that Sigma frame, which, you know, doctors keep saying is like, oh, you're just neurodivergent, like, oh, sorry. Guess what, dude? I don't care, doctor. I'm Sigma male, okay? Fuck you. Also, instead of, I don't know, fucking, guess what? It doesn't matter. Okay? And then we learned the truth about no nut. Like, now we've never fucking nutted, right? I will just never nut for the rest of my life, okay? So now I want to learn how to, you know, make a girl horny instantly.
Guys, welcome back to Level Up, a channel where I post videos that will...
We've seen 11 different names for this channel.
Crypto Diary.
Now it's called Crypto... Now it's called Crypto Diary, but it used to be Level Up, and then after that it was like Alpha. It seems like this is just a channel where this guy is just trying to, you know, figure out whatever the next scam is.
Will take your life to the next level. After this video, you will know how to make any girl, whether she's your friend, your girlfriend, or just a random girl from your class, extremely horny and sexually addicted to you just by sitting next to her. Okay, so...
Oh my lord. You can't make this crap up, guys. If you're one of the idiots that actually believes the crap like this that you see, I don't know what to tell you. Oh man.
Okay. That's illegal. But I want to know. I want to know regardless. I need to understand.
let's get started with the tip number 1. Sit really close. When you are with this girl, you are...
Nope, it's actually illegal. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, sitting really close is not actually a good... Okay, this guy is clearly never... Okay. If you're not with the girl, you know, you've never done anything, you're not together or anything like that, when you start, you should be aloof, lean back, be chill, be uninterested. That's how you're different, not by, you know, obsessing and showing the girl obviously that you're super into her.
Okay.
Sexually attracted to, find an excuse to sit really close to her. Pull out your tablet and show off a cool new app, or read out a long interesting article from a mag...
Hello, girl. Look at my tablet. I have a cool new app for you.
And then get really close.
What? Why do you think it's weird? I'm sitting right next to you. So close. Look, I have new app. It's cryptocurrency. It's cryptocurrency application. It's very good.
Perfect.
Moonbeam.
Magazine she likes. But as you sit next to her, make sure you are sitting in a tight spot so your
I like the animations.
arms are touching each other's. And even...
Yes, I like...
No. Okay, if you're on a date or something, sure, you're going to find an excuse to break the touch barrier, but that happens later on. It doesn't happen right at the beginning. No, this is not, it's not going to work. This is a ticket to make the girl uncomfortable. Sorry.
Like, yeah, do you think I corner you for no reason? No, I'm here to show you. We are in tight spot. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. We are in tight spot. You are in corner. You have no way out. Guess what? I have application for you.
Even if there's a lot of space to sit on, squeeze close to her and immediately shift her focus to the table or book in your hand so she's too distracted to slide her butt away from you. Make sure your arms touch.
What the? No comment, guys.
Shift her focus to the table or book in your hand so she's too distracted to slide her butt away from you. Make sure your arms touch each other's, because the soft grazing of both your arms is crucial to ruse the sexual tension and turn her on.
To ruse. Okay, but... Okay, this is maybe good advice if she's already super into it and it's really obvious and you're like ultra attractive to her. But if you're not and you're doing this stuff, I don't know what to tell you.
Number 2. Keep her
It's gonna go bad.
interested. Don't talk flirty at all. It will raise her guard. She's already touching you and she's obviously conscious of that. Get her distracted from the touches by...
Kind of wild that this dude is just like describing sexual harassment / assault. Dude, he's just like, dude. Yeah, just do sexual assault. Yeah.
Okay, what's with the music? The music is bothering me.
Dude. Someone in the chat said this guy worked for Blizzard.
This guy worked for Blizzard. That's funny.
Blizzard CEO, dude. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Blizzard CEO now.
Having an interesting conversation with her. Get her attention by gossiping about something you heard or reveal a little secret you heard from a little birdie. As long as you excite her with something while talking to her, she's overlooked the fact that both of you are almost attached.
A little birdie. He said little birdie.
So that's how you would start. You wouldn't start with the touching. And yeah, you want to try to set up like inside joke, right? Or like some sort of dialogue between you that's like specific to you two, like you know, kind of like to create like a conspiratorial attitude, like you and her versus the world kind of thing. That's the way, not whatever this is.
Number 3. Start talking flirty to her. Getting a girl horny is easiest when both of you have to sit next to each other for a while with no interruptions. It doesn't matter if you are in boardroom or a library or even while traveling in a train or a bus. But no matter where you are, just get her involved and things will go smoothly all the way. Somewhere along the conversation, get flirty with her discreetly. Compliment her about something to start with. Be very subtle or she'll move away from you. You smell
this would be like on the date you would do that. You wouldn't do this with a random girl. Or okay, you could if your initial conversation where you're trying to get the girl interested goes really well and you have an insta date. It is possible. It's fairly rare to have an insta date. So here's, by the way, if you don't know what that is, let me explain. So like, you know, you go to the mall or something, and you see a girl over there you're interested in. Let's say it's the food court. You go get some food. You sit down near the girl. Let's say it's one of those long tables. You know what I'm talking about. A long table that has the tall chairs or whatever. Okay, so it's not like one-on-one. It's like a long table with many chairs and you just happen to sit beside her and you're talking, you know, to the girl, and she seems obviously interested in you. Then you can invite her. Oh, let's go for a walk, let's do whatever, right? And then during this insta date you start off, you know, casual conversation, you're making little jokes, you break the touch barrier, and then later on, when things are going well and you're sitting together, then, do you see what I'm saying? He's skipping steps. And you can't, because if you're skipping steps, the girl's going to get uncomfortable and you have no chance, right? Especially if this is the first date, first interaction. It's too much too soon. The girl's going to think either you're desperate or you're creepy. It depends on if she finds you attractive or not. But either way, it's not going to go well for you.
Great, I like the fabric on your shirt. You have
What the fuck, dude? Bro, lock women into a corner. Try to make sure that they like are unaware that they're being trapped. And then tell them and then smell them, dude.
Yeah, no.
Trap women into a corner and then smell them. Oh yeah, you thought I was joking? No.
Disaster. This is a guy that, you know, read something by David D'Angelo from the 2000s, and he doesn't understand, so he just says it, but with no background in seduction.
And you want to get a good whiff,
No
like,
practice.
you know, what's yeah.
Okay.
you flirt. From this close, it sparkles. You are just a few lines that will charm her and yet make her blush without moving away from you. Keep the conversation going casually and drop few comments or flirty lines now and then. And
that actually does work.
if you have already texted dirty or flirted dirty with her earlier, bring a few of those lines into the conversation to remind her of the sexy time.
I think he doesn't. This is like out of context, right? This is not like instantly like he's advertising. But ultimately, if you've already had bedroom fun, you don't really... It's really hard to mess it up. The only way to do it would be to be overly involved, overly, overly free, to seem desperate, to seem like you have nothing else to do.
Time both of you have shared. Number 4.
Wait, what? Wait, what is he saying? Bro, I am literally not Sigma enough to understand what he's saying right now. Okay.
Also, it's changed. It's not alpha anymore. Now it's sigma. Ridiculous.
I'm not Sigma enough to understand what he's saying. Did he say that, like, is he implying that they had sex already and now he's like reminding them of the sexy times?
Comments or flirty lines now and then. And if you have already texted dirty or flirted dirty with her earlier, bring a few of those lines into the conversation to remind her of the sexy time both of you have shared. Number 4. Touch her fingers. Play it safe and slow. If she feels awkward or...
So why did he start with the corner the girl and then he goes on to this? This actually is what you do on the first date as an excuse to break the touch barrier. This. But you do it later on, right? Oh, that's a nice ring you have. Oh, I like this. What'd you do to your nails? Whatever, you know, like that sort of thing.
Or uncomfortable, it's the end of the road for your sexual entrepreneur. Find an excuse to touch her fingers, either by brushing her palm with yours or by giving her something to hold. Compliment her about...
What? Touch her fingers? I've never heard that before. What the fuck?
Or, you know, if you're walking, that's an easy excuse for how to brush your arm or whatever. But again, it's like everything is out of order. There's no explanation. Out of context. If you just blindly follow this video, you're gonna get yourself in trouble.
That's so strange, dude. Like, at least he's not saying, like, you know, like grab their titty or something. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yet.
touch her fingers? What the fuck?
What I'm curious about is where he's gotten the information from.
Okay.
About her delicate fingers or how smooth it is. She'd know your naughty games by now, but as long as you keep the pace slow and enjoyable, she'll like your sensual touch.
Sick.
I like that he's reading stuff that he doesn't even know how to pronounce, and it doesn't sound like he's reading anything. It's not understandable.
See.
Another good way is to pretend like you read palms. It will work even if she knows you have no idea about palmistry. Flirt with her and say something naughty when you see her palms. Or if that doesn't work, touch her.
Oh, I heard you read poems. No, you read palms. Yeah. So, you know, long time ago, there was this thing called the cube. But anyway, how would I explain this? There's like these things that are called chick crack. That's like what girls are all like into for no reason. So if you're an expert in these things, or you know, if you know something about them, you have a leg up, even though they're dumb. But here are the examples, okay? There's like Reiki and yoga, tarot. There's astrology and palm reading and things like that. If you have one of these skills, or you know, cold reading, it's very easy to you know, have that first date, right? Because you can just be like, oh, did you know that I'm really into well, you don't say that. What you say is, when's your birthday? And then they'll answer, and you'll be like, oh, you're an Aries. And then they'll be like, oh, you're into astrology? Bam, done. And there you go. There's your 15 minutes of conversation right there. More interesting than 99% of conversations you've had on the last like 10 dates. But not this. Although you could subtly hint at stuff. And if you're smooth, it'll work. But again, most guys that need advice like this, they're not smooth. So they need to have like stuff that's idiot proof. And this is not idiot proof. It's highly risky. If you use it wrong, it'll just end your date immediately, right? Which is not what you're going for. You're going for something that's interesting, that's easy to do, that's easy to talk about, that continues the conversation, right? that also doesn't instantly end the date, that sets you apart from other guys, right? This is why I think the direct game isn't as good as indirect game. Because what you want to do is you want to maximize your number of reps with low failure rate and high success rate over time, right? So direct game is like, you know, you walk up to the girl in the bookstore and you start like immediately complimenting her and talking about how you like her and stuff. And some girls, they'll see that and immediately they'll pull away. They'll be like, whoa, like, you know. Whereas if you just go up to the same girl in the bookstore and you have a normal conversation about books, right, for a few minutes, you know, for example, let's say she has an Agatha Christie book. I know you guys listening don't read. I'm kidding. I know my demographic. You guys obviously read. So, you know Agatha Christie, she's like, she's an author. She writes murder mysteries, right? So, and again, traditionally girls like that sort of thing. So she's reading a murder mystery book and you're like, oh, you're reading Agatha Christie? I really liked it, and then there were none. And then you'll talk about that for a bit. And then you'll be like, yeah, we had a great time, but I need to go. But I'd still like to talk to you. And then you hand her your phone. Here, add yourself. And then you'll text her 2 days later or whatever. At least when I was doing my thing, the way to go was to wait 2 days before texting after you get the girl's number. But maybe in 2024 times are much faster and you have to text her right away. But in any case, it'll do much better than this.
You will have 6 kids and nice car, and I will be your fuck friend in the near future.
Yeah, if you tell them that, it's over.
I want to do this to someone, but it would literally, like, I want to do this to a consenting adult. That's like, there's no way to do this consensually.
At best, it's cringe. At worst, it's very bad.
You know what I mean? Just to like...
Never in human history has that worked.
I would just go to jail. I would literally go to jail.
No, probably not. But still, it's not. Again, it depends on your tone. If you say it like Borat, it'll be hilarious, right? Like, no, it would work. But the kind of guy that could pull it off is not the kind of guy that needs the dating advice, which means that it's useless.
I can't do this just to show how fucking dangerous this is. It would just go to jail. Do it to Austin. I think this is satire. No, dude, this guy is serious. Literally send Bubs and Vagina advice. Yeah.
See, here's what's funny. What's funny is that I said that Hasan gave bad dating advice, assuming that he would be wrong, but he's right about 99% of this. But that's just because he chose a video where he can't screw up. This guy's so bad that anyone knows that it's wrong advice, right? So he's not, he doesn't have trisomy 21. Hasan, I mean.
He's like... You say Train makes kids gamble by gambling on stream, yet you watch instructions on sexual assault. Do you think this will teach your young audience to assault women? Curious. Oh, dude.
Seduce the officer. Oh man.
Compliment her ring or her bracelet or even her earrings. Just make sure you warm her up to your touches. Number 5.
Yes, that actually does work, guys. But again, there's a time and a place. You don't start with that. You really don't. You would start with a normal conversation and you don't, like, here's my recommendation. This worked for me very frequently. In the initial interaction where you're trying to get the girl's phone number, you don't touch her at all. You just talk. You don't touch. That's the way. On the first date, then you're going to break the touch barrier somehow in a casual way. But not at first, not to start. Unless, you know, whatever, you go on that first date and you buy a coffee and you hand it to her. But that's not, you know, that's not even what we're talking about.
Whisper into her ears. This is especially good if...
No. That's if you've already, like slept with her, sure. Or if the environment is already very, like, charged, as it were, you could. But 99% of the time on the first date, it's not so charged. So this is just highly risky for no reason.
If there are other people around both of you who are too preoccupied with something else. Movie theaters, bus journeys, the backseat of a...
Movie theaters, you don't go there on a first date anyway. Backseat of a car, if you're in the backseat of a car, then you're already in, right? So I don't...
Car with friends when another...
I've literally had a guy do the palm thing. Unironically, I'm yelling. Yeah, well, guess what?
This would not work in Austin because consenting non-straight guys just yell at each other, let's do it, without any lead up and go for it. Okay, alright, perfect. Yeah, don't listen to this advice, please, guys, please. Oh man. Okay, let's end the video there. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit all the notifications, drop me a donation. Like Hunter M, Adrian, Tom, and Bobby, Dylan, Renaissance Press, Brian, Andrew, and Alan. Shout outs to you, most recent purchase of Strategist Guide to Seduction. Go buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. My Patreon has early access content. Just go to patreon.com/theheliosblog. And if you'd like me to give you better advice than Hasan, just message me at my email. That's theheliosblog@gmail.com. And I'll slot you right in. I offer coaching services. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Especially if you listen to the end. I really do appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.